These golden pipes.
I mean, absolutely
Shit,
golden.
these
Speaking of golden pipes, welcome everyone to the much anticipated, slightly long overdue, because Dare Wolf was sick last week, session 3 of our Deadlands adventure, The Horse Behind You. Joining me are 4 fantastic role players and very good friends of mine, minus 1. I'll let you guess which one that is. It's not too hard. But as is tradition, we're just going to go around the table, have everyone quickly introduce themselves, remind us what character they are playing, and then we're going to have a wonderful recap from none other than myself, because I'm not going to put that onus on the players because it's been 2 weeks. So with that being said, let's go around the table. We're going to go Atomic, Blau, Professor Hex, and Zeb. Take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm Atomic. I'm playing the role of Matthias Ackerson, or much out of the way Texas Ranger.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Blau, and I'm playing Roy Marshall, our sneaky, shooty cowboy.
I think what you meant to say is you're playing the man who wishes Arlith was up, but I digress.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, no, that's me. I'm not playing, but that's just me.
That's just you. Okay, fair enough. Good. Continue, please.
You're living it.
Yes.
That was it.
What's me now? Okay. I'm Professor X, and I am playing Santiago Ferron, the Spanish punchy priest.
And I'm Zeb. I'm going to be playing our ex-outlaw, Harper Briscoe.
Of course.
I'd really like a good grilled Harper Briscoe right now with a side of hash browns.
That does sound good, actually. Can we get one of those? Are those in season? Do they have a season? How does that work?
Harper Briscoes, like right now, like peak.
Peak season?
Like you give it a week, they're done.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
the plums are ripe.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, hey, you know what? You learn something new every day. That's all I could say. Learn something new. So in our last session of Deadlands, the posse that had been formed up to help the young, homely, perhaps slightly beautiful, depending on your perspective, as it were, Alila Curtis travel westward through the open plains, past the Sioux territory, in search of her father, a man who is missing, who had gone out west, the weird and wild west, in search of, well, what do people go to west for? In search of gold, fortune. It had been several months since she had heard from her father, and fearing the worst, she grabbed his rifle, her own sidearm, and traveled westward from Detroit, Michigan, actually is where she came from. Met you guys in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, formed up the posse, and you traveled. Now, during your journey, you had run into a number of Sioux warriors and their shaman or priest of some kind, and they had warned you that the path on which you traveled was wandered and walked by the dead. You had met those dead, some former soldiers of some kind that had risen up as zombies or ghouls. You had fought them, a strange, hexed man who did not die at first, even though you shot him several times, but finally, with a spectacular shot, he was felled. Now, moving on, you guys made your way down, sort of skirting along the Sioux Nation, and you found yourselves in a small town that sort of butts up right against the territory of the Sioux, by the name of Grand Island. Now, in this territory, in this certain city, you guys had run into the 4 women, this other posse, that the original man who had been hung way back when, because he was a certain disposition, or at least according to the priest he was. We won't discuss that here, because I think it gets me banned on Twitch, but I digress. He was a pedophile, but I digress. All right, cool, we're gonna move on. I said it. There it is. He was a terrible person. Allegedly. But anyway, moving on. And, he definitely probably was. Terrible person. But anyway, so with that being said, you had hired a Native American woman by the name of Mina as a guide to hopefully get yourselves to Battle Creek, because you believe this group of women who tried to get Harper to potentially fight them. It was definitely a setup. They were trying to get there as well. So they are in search of something. There was this tablet, this artifact of some sort that man was looking for. And so we open our first scene with the posse on the trail. Mina has taken a position out front of you all. She's maybe about 30 or 40 paces ahead, and she asks that you give her some leeway. As you've been traveling through and you skirted up and over the border into the Sioux territory, you've seen that there's been about a dozen men and potentially women on horseback that have been shadowing your group. Now, they are farther north, deeper into the territory. You can tell that they are indeed likely Sioux warriors. They look like them. That's all I can say. They've got the feathers, they've got the beads, they've got everything. They look like the Sioux warriors. So as you are traveling, they have been shadowing you. Now, Leela, as you've been moving forward, has become more and more nervous, more and more anxious, and she has started to express that verbally. And one of our first moments here is going to be Leela, and I'm going to go... Let's have it be Roy this time. I'd like to hear Roy and Leela interact. And perhaps you guys are near the front of the group, which I know you have been at the front of the group. You're that 30 paces behind Mina, and she has been whispering to herself the Lord's Prayer, kind of over and over again. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Please just let him be all right. Just please don't let him be dead. He's the only family I got. And she is not breaking down fully, but you can see she is having a moment. And I'm curious, Roy, she is really just, maybe the head of her horse is just maybe just like a half of a head behind yours. You can look back just very, very sort of subtly over your shoulder. You can see her. There's a little bit of moisture on her eyes, and you can see she is not breaking down. She's not heaving, but she is shaking ever so slightly. Her hands playing with the reins. You can see that she's starting to get a blister from where she's been rubbing it with her thumb nervously. What would you say, if anything?
Come on now, stay strong.
What's that? I'm sorry, sir.
Talking out loud.
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't be sorry. There's a lot on you.
Yes, sir. I don't rightly know what we saw back there with those things, but sir, what if he's become one of them?
Then we gotta do what's right.
That's right.
To rest, put him in the ground.
Well, surely
Give him a burial.
if it had happened, surely there must be a way, something we could do then, right? Maybe there's a priest. And she looks back over her shoulder, and what you hear, Santiago, is you hear her blurt out the word priest. And perhaps you're, they're 5 to 10 paces behind. You're not hearing this full conversation. While it's not whispered, it is private in nature. She's calming her. She's calm. It's going breathy in her voice. Says, but surely there must be a priest or someone, something. Maybe the Sioux, maybe they have a way of if something had happened, and if it did, we can't just rightly put him in the ground. We must do something. We would have to
The
tie
Sioux
him.
are the ones who warned us.
Mention of the Sioux that were the ones that warned us. She draws in a deep breath. So I suppose you're right. If the sound of the horses, shaking of the manes, and before she can complete her thought, you hear this yipping, this sort of war cries. And as you look to the north, which would be to your right as you guys are traveling west, you can see that 12-man party of Sioux warriors has now begun charging towards your group. Spears, guns, rifles, some bows, some arrows, and they're charging. And without skipping a beat, you see Mina, the guy that you had hired for, I believe it was $500, $250 up front, $250 on the return. She turns her horse, she holds up a hand, just for you guys to wait, and she gallops out to meet them. Gallops out maybe 100 feet or so. The band of these Sioux warriors charge up, stopping. You can see one of them comes up, and they begin to have a conversation. It seems likely that It is an argument more on the side of the 12 warriors than on the side of her. She remains calm, tall, shoulders back, does not flinch, although they begin to circle and surround her. And Leela looks over to the rest of the group. Her expression says, "Should we do something?"
Well, of course we should do something. Sit right here and do nothing. That's what we paid the guide for. Let her do her job.
Yeah, Royal, pull his sharps about halfway out of its scabbard, the rifle sheath scabbard, and check the action, make sure it's loaded.
Mm-hmm. And
Harper,
go ahead, Harper, please.
Harper is going to reaching over into a pouch for some tobacco to roll a cigarette. He's going to cock the hammer on one of his 45s. So he's then just going to proceed to roll a cigarette. Be at the ready.
As you all prepare, subtly so, she is still doing that thing, Roy. You can see where she's kind of rubbing the reins of her horse, and you hear her start a little bit. She goes, shit. And you can see that she has popped a blister. It's actually bleeding a little bit, and she sucks on it. You're like, damn. But she looks back and she makes eye contact. She kind of locks eyes with you, Santiago. And you're a priest. You've seen people come to you when they are at their darkest, right? Her expression, her eyes are watery and poofy. You can see that she is just on the verge of crying. You can see that there is this sunkenness as she is on the horse. She looks small in the saddle. And she sort of whispers, but you can hear, "Father, would it be too much of me to ask for a prayer?"
Of course not, senorita. It is the least I can do as a representative of God here in the wilderness.
Reaches into her side little satchel, opens it, and she brings out a small leather-bound black Bible, and she offers it to you.
And he'll gladly take it, and he won't open it, but he'll actually take Leela's hand, guide it to the Bible, place it on there, and he will envelop her hand with his. And he will sort of take a breath, and then again, sort of under his breath in a way that is not disrupting what's going on with the scout and the 12 warriors. He will say, "Creo en Dios Padre, Todopoderoso, Creador del cielo y de la tierra, y en Jesucristo, su único Hijo, nuestro Señor, que fue concebido por obra y gracia del Espíritu Santo, nació de Santa María Virgen, padeció bajo el poder de Poncio Pilato, fue crucificado, muerto y sepultado, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha del Dios Padre Todopoderoso."
As the prayer ends, you can see her breathing, which was borderline starting to hyperventilate, like she's about to have a panic attack, has, with every word, she is drawn in, has started to steady herself. And while her shoulders are still slightly sunken forward, she seems to breathe easier and sits up ever so slightly. And Perhaps as your eyes were closed as you said the prayer, or I'm not sure, but her eyes were closed, they open, they look to you, and there is just gratitude painted on her face. And as that happens, there is a gust of wind, a little bit of dust sort of swirls up and around, and simultaneously you look out and you see the dozen or so warriors have turned and are making their way back towards the sort of rolling ridge that they'd been using to shadow and watch your group. And Mina turns and comes back towards the group, doesn't say anything, simply just pivots, takes up her position about 30 paces ahead of the group, looks back, waves her hand, asks you to follow. I assume you do. The next several days are relatively uneventful. There's a storm, a little bit of rain, not like a thunderstorm. It's not crashing. It's not a downpour. The desert doesn't flood. There's a little bit of a drizzle. During one of the nights, a coyote of some kind gets into some of the food, eats a little bit. You guys scare it off. But you eventually come to exit out of the Sioux Nation. 12 warriors stop shadowing you. They had shadowed you. They had made camp. They'd shadowed you, but eventually you exit out. You continue on. A few days becomes a week. And eventually you come to the town of Cheyenne. And that's Cheye. Cheyenne, I think it's pronounced.
Okay.
I think I said it right.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was just making sure you guys knew how to
Yeah.
pronounce it. So it's it's.
There are villains up here for
Yeah.
Little Bob.
Well, maybe we'll
Little
see what
Bill.
happens. Possibly. But as you guys are approaching the city, a couple things will stand out to you. You notice that the city itself, it seems very, very quiet. And what I mean by quiet is that you would assume to see people coming in and out. You would assume to see maybe some smoke rising. You'd assume to see traffic. There's a train that goes through these parts, and as you are scanning, you actually do see a train, but that train is off the rails on its side. There are about half a dozen train cars that are tilted over. And then there is a singular train car that looks like someone took a bundle of dynamite and exploded it inside, that is in the middle. And then there's a couple more train cars that are still on the tracks. So altogether, maybe 15 cars for it. 6 of which are off, 1 that's exploded, and then a couple that are still on the tracks. How would you guys like to proceed?
Who's at the front?
Mina is, and she has stopped. She's just looking out at this town that's in front of you.
I think I would. Santiago would ride up to Mina's side, not in any urgency, just to trot along and pull the reins, and then not turn to her, still look at, surveying the scene, and say, do the dead have this sort of intelligence to do something like this in your travels?
She does not look to you. She seems to simply ponder the question, very stoic, just staring out at it. No. But the living do. It has been 6 months since I came through here. And when I last did, I was thriving. More than 400 people lived here. Now it seems none do. We should skirt the city rather than travel through.
Can our supplies take that?
We are smart. We ration. Yes. Looks over
Right.
at Matthias for a moment. First time she's really looked at anybody. She just kind of eyes you for a moment, Matthias, and as this woman looks at you, what is the expression that Matthias normally carries on his face? How does he look when he is being what some might say eyeballed? What does he do in response when someone's giving him the eye?
He's developed a pretty straight face just due to his profession of having to deal with the what others would call otherworldly, and then trying to explain to people what's going on, and then them freaking out and panicking and just blabbering. And he's just stand there with a straight face and just deal with it until they come to their senses. So he's got a pretty good, mean mug when he's being eyeballed. Something he's used to.
She then turns to look at Harper. She actually fully turns her horse around and she stares at you, Harper, for a uncomfortable amount of time till she finally rides up to you. Harper, what is one of the deepest, darkest secrets that you've never told anyone? What is Harper's deepest, darkest secret that you've never told anyone?
Um,
Well, he's not going to tell you now. It won't be secret anymore.
I don't want you to tell me, because that's a good point. But I want you to think about that, and I want you to channel that as Harper. As she approaches you, he takes her hand out and grabs the sort of the chin of the horse and just kind of like gives it a little scritch. Horse kind of leans into it a little bit. And she leans forward slightly and asks, you doesn't ask, it's a statement. You know the kind of living that would do this, don't you?
possibly.
How many of them were there?
Harper is very uncomfortable right now. He is kind of
Channel it, channel it, channel it.
shaking, holding.
Yes.
When I walked away, there was 8. It started to go south. That's why I walked.
And had it not gone south, would you have continued down that road? He breathlessly says, I don't know, because I didn't hear you, but I think that plays well. It plays well.
I don't know.
You will have.
How the fuck do you know?
She actually has a little smile for the briefest of moments. And then she like pats the side of the horse's head. You will have a chance, Mr. Harper, to face the dead of those you wronged and ask them for forgiveness. It's her horse. Goes back up to the Padre. You hired me to be your guide, Padre. Suggest we move on. But if the posse insist we go into town for supplies, I will not stop you.
Are you a spiritual person?
Just looks at you. Doesn't say anything. That's stare.
I did not want to assume, given your culture.
With the additional statement, I have read much of the book, but I have also heard much of our stories. I think each lessons to be learned.
I would tend to agree. But answer me this. Is there not a lesson in both traditions that urges us to protect and provide for the least among us?
Slow nod of her head.
If it is as you say, that this town housed 400 people living their lives, thriving even, and we see not hide nor hair of them now, that would make them pretty least, I should think.
Not a word. Lightly squeezes the sides of her horse. Begins slowly trotting directly towards the center of the town. The road that leads into town.
Is there any smoke rising from the train engine still? Like the
No, there is not.
Okay.
Great question, actually. Phenomenal question.
That's not that good.
I thought it was fantastic. Scale of 1 to great questions, it was.
Well, what do you know?
Well, I mean, no, not much. I don't pretend to know anything. I just
Well, that's clear.
You know, words have fucking hurt, okay? Words can fucking hurt, and I'm full of emotion right now. Yeah,
Right,
fuck it. I'm
I'm
gonna go
sorry.
play Airless. All right, fuck it. It's done. Game canceled. All right, done. Fuck you guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I was joking. I was joking earlier. I was like, the
He's
server's
weak
coming back
right
up.
now. He's suffering.
I'm
You can't-
suffering. I'm literally suffering right now. Like I want to log in so bad right now. That's all I want. No, but as you guys make your way down towards the city, as you get closer, you start to see overturned carts. You see carriages that have been broken. You see debris, like buildings were damaged. It looks like there was a literal battle. You know, you actually see some cannonballs, some damage from like artillery kind of stuff. Like it looks jacked up. Like seriously jacked up. What we're going to do is we're going to have you guys make some checks. And I would like everyone to give, was it notice? Am I crazy? Notice.
Nope.
Give us a notice check, please. So far, so good.
I got one.
It's good.
I got one too.
It's good. You'll love to see it. All right.
I'm not crazy about that.
I'm going to move over. Move you guys over to a brand new map. I wasn't sure if we'd have to use. But look at Padre's a good. So you guys are going to be approaching from this sort of northern road. I don't know why the map is slightly blurry. You know what? Fuck it, we'll do it. That's okay. That's oh. We got Roy. Santi. Mr. Ackerson. Apparently huge. Right. Oops. Alright. Immersion. Wind because of tech issue. Alright, good old Mina. And then we got... So, who got successes? Talk to me. Who got successes? We got
Harper.
Harper. That is
I got one.
fantastic. I love that Harper and Roy are the ones that got it. It plays well because Harper just, had his spirit shaken, which is beautiful. Love that. So Harper, you are sort of middle of the pack, as it were. And I'd say actually maybe you're out front. No, Roy's usually out front. Kind of one of those. Leela's back there. I think that marching order makes sense. There we go.
Why do we have two
You have two.
atomics?
Because one of them is a skinwalker. We're gonna figure out which one is. All right, go.
Okay.
All right, fantastic.
We just shoot
Go.
both of them.
That's what I would do. But so she's out front and she gets to here. And so what you notice, Harper, is the glint of what you think might be a scope. It's the sun is sort of like 2-3 o'clock. So but you see a glint of what might be a rifle. And where you see it from is on the roof of a building over here. All right? You see a glint of a rifle. You are not exactly in the line of fire, but if you were to move, likely if it was the rifle, you were move into the center of the town, shooting fish in a barrel. Shooting fish in a barrel. So it's your choice how you want to proceed.
Yeah, Harper's gonna give kind of a small whistle.
Yep.
Just get everyone's attention, and he's going to just kind of quietly and mouth long gun. He's gonna kind of point with the reins in his hand and kind of around that corner and towards that building on the roof.
And as
Roy's
you
gonna
mentioned,
go ahead.
Sorry, as you mentioned long rifle, you can see the blonde hair, certain lady. See her. See her little hat. She's crouched low. She's crouched low, and she's got that rifle aimed in your direction.
Like I said, Roy's going to go ahead and dismount and hand the reins of his horse to Leela and say, "You might want to go back up that road a ways."
Leela's gonna back off. He's gonna ask.
He's going to take his.
What's the? You said a rifle. What if it's just people of the town? What if they're in danger? What if these are the people that Mina said we needed to help?
What if they think we're the danger?
There's no argument for that. There's no argument for that.
Harper's going to dismount his horse as well, and not so much give her the reins, but he's going to kind of push and kind of swat her so she starts walking away.
Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. There you go.
But yeah, in one hand, he's got in his right, he's got the double barrel shotgun. In his left, he's got his sparks slung over his shoulder. Sharps.
Yeah.
Jesus, Sparks is hun. Slung over his shoulder, and he's gonna go
Hilarious,
ahead and
by the way.
Yeah, mosey his way up behind this building.
Yeah, Mina is going to dismount as well, and she whispers something to the horse. It turns and heads off north. Top of the map is north, down is south. And she is going to move over next to Roy. And you actually see her, she's got this, a duster that she wears. She brushes it back, revealing a really nice looking sidearm with a pearl handle, show pistol quality. Really nice looking. And,
mine, but not beat to shit.
It's like yours, but not beat to shit. Exactly. And she's just going to get it ready. Doesn't draw it or anything like that. And, you've done some gunplay, and you just can tell, you're not going to have to tell her what to do. She's just going to cover you. She moved to cover the sniper, basically, because you're going to be focused. She moved to cover you. What are the rest of you doing in this situation?
Harper has pulled his Winchester out of its scabbard, leaving a shotgun, and he is going to start moving. Or oh no, that's the wrong one. Come on, let's act like we've done this before. Oh, I just can't pick up my token.
What do you mean you can't pick up your token? What are you doing?
And
Why do you suck? Why are you terrible at this game?
Also, Zeb, while he's fixing that, I believe instead of long gun, you would have said, "Oh, there's people."
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Possible.
Yeah.
We give hunt call outs now.
Yeah.
I thought we
Yep.
weren't playing Hunt anymore.
And Harper is going to start moving back behind these buildings.
Love it. All right, everyone should have access to their tokens if you didn't already, and I apologize. All right, cool. Roy and Harper, and so Roy. So it's Harper, Harper, and Matthias. As you move over there, you see the duster and the stirrup, not the stirrups. The what's the leather things that you wear? Chaps. Thank you. Leather chaps. I couldn't think of the word. The chaps of this lady, and she's got a bottle. Takes a swig, and you see her shove a rag into it and slip behind that building. Kind of slips over here. All right, so you see another one. And Santiago, what are you doing, my friend?
I'm not really set up for long range encounters. So, where did the woman with the assless chaps go?
The assless chaps woman is right over here.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Aren't all chaps assless?
I mean, ideally, you'd hope to see it.
I mean, not necessarily.
Well, I mean, you wear chaps over pants, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Well,
I for one, when I
then
choose to
aren't-
wear chaps, I'm doing them assless. I mean, that's just it's a personal
That's fair.
choice.
It's part of your religion.
It is. It's well, I wasn't going to say it's religion, but you're right. I mean, it is.
That's part of the airlift rules?
It is. Assless chaps.
I'm gonna circle around to the,
Don't mention it. I want it so bad.
I guess, the east, I suppose.
Yes, east, of course.
And I'm gonna head using the buildings as cover, just in case the sniper has a bead. Moving on my horse, kind of at a little past a trot, right? Maybe a jog, well, a horse jog.
Yeah.
Canters. Thank you.
And
Canters.
as you move to there, Santiago, you would get a glimpse of this lady. Black hair, perhaps of mixed descent of some sort. And
Assless chaps.
these ones actually have an ass. There's no front. It's kind of weird. It's like backwards chaps.
Frontless chaps.
Frontless chaps. It's kind of strange. I don't know.
Weird.
I don't make the rules. It's literally in the book module that I'm running. It's weird. I don't know what's happening.
I don't
it's a
think
weird
that's
thing.
true. I think they lied
Well,
to
you know what? You're allowed to be wrong. It's all right.
Welcome to Deadlands. How would you like your chaps? Assless or no?
Assless or frontless? Crotchless? Crotchless chaps? All right.
And now, as I pass, do I give you the ass
But
or
you
the
see her there.
crotch?
She has a pair of pistols that are out, and she's ready to go. And
They
finally,
be fast and they be slow.
finally, Roy, you notice moving around these buildings somewhat quickly, pistol in hand. You would see this woman moving down the road with her pistol out and pointed in your direction. Before we blow this popsicle stand, this powder keg, as it were, the woman with the supposed Molotov shouts out, calls out to you. You would remember this woman, Harper, because this is the woman that you dealt with, and she sees you. She shouts out to you, "Boy, I knew you was dumb, but man sakes alive, didn't realize how dumb you were. You should have turned back. You should have gone back the other direction, and now, like the kind people of this town, you're going to be resting with them. But you know, I'm feeling," and you hear footsteps running, hear what sounds like maybe, like guns being cocked, etc. Like, this is probably going to be a gunfight, right? She said, "But I'm feeling a little bit, well, I see you got a pastor with you. And while he wouldn't be the first man of God that I have shot down dead as a dog, I don't necessarily want to add to that list. trying to keep myself in a higher level of hell versus a lower, as it were. So I'm going to give you all a chance. You turn back, you get to walk away. You press forward, and I'll put you in your grave. Choice is yours.
With that, could everyone hear that?
Everyone, she's shouting loud.
With that speech, Roy's gonna go from what looks like a half ready position, like, you know, almost bring the shotgun up to look back, to kind of dropping it and walking kind of back, but also cutting line of sight with his corner.
I love that. And she's going to cut line of sight as well. And with that, I am curious. Harper, you have a response. He's calling you out. Does Matthias have a response? Does anyone have a response?
Oh yeah, no. Matthias looks over. She knows we're not here for that stupid fucking rock, right? Hey, lady, we ain't here for your stupid tablet. We got other business. What's your problem?
I told you we weren't after that goddamn rock. We had other business.
Awful convenient, dummy, that your business is in the same direction as ours. I think you a big fat liar. And believe you me, I know a liar. Happen to be a good one myself.
And just Matthias right in front of me. He's just, I met this bitch 3 fucking times. I'm fucking done with her. Whatever happens to you first.
And with that, go ahead, Roy. You had something to say. I'm sorry.
No, with that, Roy's gonna start beating down this window to get into this building.
I love it. We hear the crash of a window. We hear what sounds like there's probably a gunshot. We hear a ricochet of a bullet, and then you guys see as she turns the corner and hucks a lit bottle of kerosene, something, and it comes flying towards you guys. Now, luckily, she might be a good liar, but she's a god fucking awful throw. All right, and she hooks it. It hits the side of this building right here, and it erupts, bursting into flame. And it just starts to burn and smolder, and fire starts to grow all around in that area. And I've actually got a really cool little fire effect that I'm going to throw here on for you. Yay, immersion! Woo!
Matthias just Harper again.
Fire
as he's checking and making sure it's everything. So they're just like, well, boring fucking conversation anyway.
Let's get fucking after it, boys. All right, cool. So we are going to jump into some combat here. We're going to see how this goes. I'm very excited. We don't know what's going to happen. Let me get a little bit of music going here for us.
Let's see what we got. Okay.
Are you supposed to be able to get a Joker?
Yes! That means you can act whenever you want to act.
Yeah.
Basically, you have a trump card. You'd be like, I want to go right now. And I believe with the Joker, you also get... Joker equals take your turn at any time, +2 to all trait and damage rolls, and the whole team gets a Benny each. Redraw cards each round. So everyone gets an extra Benny, which is fantastic. Congratulations on that.
That actually puts me up to 2. Nice.
Yeah, that is very, very nice, my friends. Very, very well done. Very well done. You'll love to see it. All right, let me draw some cards. All right, so we got... Ooh, they're not going very well. All right.
Is there what's the max on bennies?
I don't think there is one. As far as I know. Yeah. All right. Let me get everybody in. I'm going to draw for Leela, even though she's probably just going to stay back.
So we want to put all our initiative things in one spot, or are we just doing the same thing we did last time?
I think we'll just do the same thing we did last time, and you just watch yours. So I'm going to start with, does anybody have an ace? Looks like our Mina has an ace.
I'm gonna go ahead and go, by the way.
You're just going to go? Perfect.
Yeah.
You're up. Go for it.
Okay, Roy is going to, as you said, jump through this window and then make his way down to here.
Love
and
it.
just try and double barrel shotgun this
Through the window?
Through the window.
Yes!
Yep.
Let's go! Let's make it happen.
And I can do both barrels at once to do +4 damage, right?
Absolutely. I don't see why not. That is a good.
I think that's what
that's a hunt move right there. Jump through a window, run through.
Yeah.
That's a hunt move. That's good.
That's just classic Western style.
I'm going to use a Benny there.
Okay. Good.
To re-roll.
Yep. Nice.
Oh,
There
nice.
we
Kinda
go.
dope.
That is it. Roll that damage. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
So
Oh,
that is
17 damage.
what is the bonus damage? I don't know.
You
what
get
that
it
is,
because you got 4 over, so you doubled
Yeah,
the target
success with a
number.
raise.
Okay,
Yeah, you
and then
success with
plus
a raise.
4 on top of that for both barrels.
Yep. So that is 12,
that's
5,
21.
17, 21.
21
You just-
damage.
You just
Holy
did the
crap.
classic like Western blast someone through a window.
Let me double check here. Her
Oh, yeah.
toughness is 6.
She's not coming back to the Wild West stunt show. I'll tell you that.
So what you see happen is that you hop through the window. She's got a rifle, right? You hop through, sprint, arming into, like, you know how you can run up and like kick the door open and hunt? You fucking like shoulder into the door, and as you do, the barrel comes up. She sees you, and it's just buckshot, and it's just boom, window shatters, glass just fucking shears, slicing her. The buckshot hits, and she just folds and just goes flying into the street and just folds over. And you're pretty sure she's dead. That was a fucking good hit. That was fucking solid opening salvo, Roy. Solid fucking opening
I'm
salvo.
really glad
Also,
I said, my sharps might not be enough. I'm going to take that shotgun.
don't
with
forget
me.
the extra 2 damage on top of that because you used your Joker. That was an extra
I'm
2
pretty-
damage.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty much we all had that same train of thought because I think every fucking one of us also has a shotgun.
That was beautiful.
Well, I was like, I'm
Absolutely
going to climb
beautiful.
this roof, but I probably need to clear the building before that. So,
And
I'm
all
bringing it.
right,
Look at the
so
photo.
let's see here. Mina is gonna see that happen and be like, "Well, hot damn, that was a fucking good shot."
I was just trying to get back to Neverwinter Nights. He's just trying to speed this up.
I mean, I was trying to kill you guys, but it's not
Oh,
gonna
hey,
happen.
servers are live. No.
Are they up? Good night, everybody. All right, let's fucking go. So she's gonna follow in through the window, and you know what she's gonna do is she's actually gonna move up, and she is gonna use. She has a special ability, where she's gonna move up, and she actually is going to provide you cover. So you will be getting when anybody shoots at you, she's basically just providing cover to you. When anyone shoots at you, they have to get a 6 versus a 4 to hit
Oh, wow.
you. She's just giving you a +2. So she's just offering you cover. She's
Is
got
that
her
if I'm
pistol
adjacent
out.
to her or if she's just shooting?
If you're adjacent to her. If
Okay.
you're adjacent to her, she's offering cover. Basically, she's giving cover fire. So she like
Body
sees
blocking.
out the window, and she sees this woman. Even though she's on the second story, you can just like barely see her through that kind of window.
She sees my knees.
She's gonna she just starts taking shots, which is gonna provide basically cover fire to you, which
Okay.
is very handy. All right, beautiful. So that's gonna be her turn. Ace. Anybody have any kings? Do we have any kings in the audience? Any kings? Any other aces? Aces,
No,
kings.
we got a queen,
kings.
a jack, and then 2 10s.
All right. I have a king over
Oh,
yonder.
yeah, you have a king.
I have a king. All right. So the woman off to the side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She just starts sprinting over to this side. And that's going to be her full turn. King,
Oh.
queen. Any queens? Queens.
That's me.
All right.
Santiago's got
Yes, queen. Do it.
I hope to slay.
Slay, queen. Slay.
Okay.
battle. Go on, battle priest. Go.
All right. So, where are people? There's one down there to the south, and there's one to the west, and we're aware of their rough locations, right?
Well, the one to the south just leaned around a corner to huck a bottle at us. so
Well,
we
I
never
know
see
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We might not see the one to the north because she's behind cover, hard cover.
I see. Okay.
Unless she's shouting shit. I don't know.
She has not.
About how far is it to our
And the one in the saloon got called out.
Yep.
our lady in the south? About how far away is that? Let me look at the ruler here.
She is
70, 85 feet?
It's like 85.
Yeah.
Great, super.
I mean, you could go.
I'm on
you
a
could go
horseback.
out.
You are. You didn't get
Oh.
off your horse. You
I
got
don't want
12
to.
You got 12 movement.
I was gonna say you can always go east and then kind of line of sight on her that way.
Well,
She
if I
doesn't think
had
it's a
something
gun,
that
does
wasn't
he?
a shotgun, now yes, that would be a great. Yeah.
You only have a shotgun?
I have a shotgun and my fist.
That's because
And a
he's
knife.
got 2 meaty claws.
What about
Two meaty
what
claws.
about a shotgun fist or a knife hand?
I mean, I could.
Shotgun fist
Well-
is called the 12. It's called the 1 ounce deer slug. That's what that's called.
Well, the
No.
shotgun's good out to 144 feet,
Yeah,
but it only does a d6.
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to make it count.
No, I got you.
Okay, so 12 movement. That is equivalent to what?
12 squares.
12 squares. Yep.
12 squares. That's right. Okay. Cool. Go with me with this, Wolf. Let me. This is a little bit unconventional, but
Where we're calling?
You know
So
me.
I am
you know me. I
going
love
to-
my favorite rule is the rule of cool.
okay. I'm gonna select these gentlemen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move about here. Okay.
Go for it. Okay.
And what I'd
okay.
like to do
Yes.
now, again, this is going to require you to do some adjudication here, but I have 12 power points left. Okay, to like cast blessed powers.
Go on.
If I were to spend, I don't know, 12 of those points, could I possibly pray to the good Lord Jesus Christ to like use a strong gust of wind to blow that fire right into the other cowboy's face? Let's say.
Okay. So as long as you pray to baby Jesus, yes. And I need you to
Oh,
do
yeah,
it.
whichever
I need
one.
you to do it in character.
Okay, I can do that.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to spend. I'm just going to drop all 12 power points.
That's
It's all
fucking
gone.
Great.
Okay. And then let me find an appropriate Spanish thing. Something angry.
This is the second time that Hex has had me literally almost in tears. His hockey
Let's
story was
see.
fucking great.
Now you get why I'm so excited to see him at Cyberpunk.
Let's see. Oh mi Jesús, perdónanos nuestros pecados, líbranos del fuego del infierno, lleva todas las almas al cielo, especialmente las más necesitadas de tu misericordia. Amen.
Whoosh! And the fire just goes swoosh like this huge gust of breeze. Your coat, priestly attire swirls up, and this just literally looks like the hand of God pushes this flame as she rounds the corner, guns drawn, and then you just see a skeleton. Just a skeleton appear, and she just fucking Looney Tune turns to ash. And the fire just goes out. And she is toasted. Toasted. Absolutely toasted. Holy crap. And here I thought this was going to be a good ambush. Here I thought. I was wrong.
Change what I'm doing.
I mean, that was 12 power points. That was all
I mean,
of your magic.
I don't have
like,
any magic, but
I can't argue with that. That was fucking sweet. You just literally holy fired her. Holy smite. That's what it was. That was beautiful. Absolutely.
Harper
bloody
does
beautiful.
that thing for people crouched in front of him where he taps Matthias on the shoulder with his with his rifle, just like, when the fuck do you start doing that?
Look, I ain't usually a god botherer, but Holy Christos, whatever the fuck, I don't know. I'm glad he's on our side.
When everybody's crawling out the fucking dirt undead, where the fuck was that?
How many more fifth level spell slots do you have?
I have, let's see. So I don't have any power points left. I just have like 15 total. I spent 3 on a holy shield way back when, and then I just spent the rest to do that fancy,
Okay,
technically
so,
against
so
the rules
no more
thing.
flame strikes.
I mean,
No more.
the rules are more like guidelines.
That's
so it's
that's
all
why
good.
that's why I asked.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Oh, I need a moment.
So no
That
more
was-
magic for me. I'll just
that
have to
was
shoot
great.
people.
Oh, you know
Holy
what we have? We
shit.
have a kitty interruption. There we go. Look at his kitty.
That was impressive.
That was fantastic. I can't argue with it. It's cool. You spend that many points. Anyway, so she doesn't get a turn. We're down to jokers. Any jokers?
I have a jack.
I meant Jack, is what I said. You can't prove otherwise. It's not recorded.
Okay.
We'll fix it in post.
If we're not recording it, why am I here?
I don't know. It's weird. Because you love spending time with me, Hex. Because I'm just such a great friend.
That can't be right.
That's certainly not correct.
That can't be it.
So I can make movement and then shoot, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, man. You can shoot at any point during your movement as well.
Okay. And I've only got 12 movements. So that's 12 blocks, correct?
Correct. No. You have
Okay.
6. You're not on horseback. No, wait. Are you on horseback?
Oh, I'm not on horseback. I got off.
And you
Okay,
got
so
six.
I only got
Six.
6. Okay.
Yep.
We are going to get to here.
That scene with the shotgun blow, that was like straight out of Tombstone. Like that was
that's what I'm saying.
awesome.
Classic Western.
That was so good.
Zeb, you
Open
can,
range.
if you want to go farther than that, you can do running
rebel
as a free
move.
action.
Yep. Which so you roll a d6, you get that many extra squares.
Well,
I
you
believe.
know, you roll your running die,
you're running,
whatever
that's
that
what it
is,
and if it
and
explodes,
increase your pace by that result for the turn. But you take a -2 to all other actions.
Okay.
So you sacrifice a little bit to get that extra movement.
Running. What would? Let me.
Hey,
It's
Google,
under.
So it should be under
Okay.
derived.
Yeah, so where your attributes are, so there'd be the right of that. It's probably a D6.
Good lord.
If you have it expanded, I think you just click your pace.
Ace. Okay, there it is.
11 inches.
The D6 is what I got.
damn. There you go.
Hmm.
So it's not wanting to do that. So 2. Okay.
So
Right,
No,
runs
it
11 inches.
it accommodated it for the 11 inches thing because it was
You rolled a
6. That's your
5.
regular pace, and then you got a 5.
Yeah.
So that's 11 spaces.
Yeah, 11 squares.
Yeah, that wasn't him though. That was me. I was just clicking it to.
Well,
Oh.
you know what? If you wouldn't have clicked, he would have gotten the 5 because that's how the RNG works. So you may move 11
Yeah.
spaces, Harper, and Blau, stop stealing Harper's thunder. Okay?
Okay. Well, then 11 gets me to here.
I'll roll dice whenever I want.
Are the servers back up yet?
And I, from here, can I shoot through that window and clip her? Do I see enough of her?
You know what?
through
I would
that
say
window?
yes. I am going to give you a minus to that because.
Well, he has to
On
take a
top.
-2 because of the running.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's going to be hard.
Would. Well, if he can
And-
see the edge of her, would it be a penalty to damage or penalty to hit?
I would say penalty.
it's usually to hit.
To
Yeah,
hit.
most of them
Okay.
are penalties to hit
Yeah.
in, this,
Alright.
in the system.
And so what do I have to make now? for
I'm
that?
gonna say an 8. Well, it's a 6, but you have a -2, so you're looking for an 8.
Fuck.
No,
Yeah.
it's a 4 or a 2.
Shit.
Alright,
Okay.
You want to re-roll? You got that extra Benny
You got
over
extra-
there.
Yeah. I'll spend a Benny. I'll spend a
It
Benny.
doesn't
and
hurt. You're
we
gonna
will-
probably have to explode, but I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, we'll re-roll a.
Oh,
Fuck. Jesus.
Even
that's,
worse.
That's poopy.
Okay. Yeah.
So you shoot, most of the buckshot hits the wall, splinters go everywhere. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm running rifle.
Yeah, oh, rifle. So you shoot the wall. You know, you hear that thud sound like in Hunt. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but you know, life happens. All right, we are
I
on
can back her off
Jack's
that window.
10.
There was a
We
wood
got-
pile
so-
lined up against the back of that wall that you didn't remember was there, so you couldn't wall bang.
We got 2 10s, we got a hearts and a diamonds. I believe hers is over mine, so
Heart.
she goes
so
before I do.
Leela is not going to do anything. She's just got to
Not gonna
rifle
do
up.
anything?
She's going to shoot somebody if they rush towards her.
okay. So then it's Matthias's turn with
Yes,
a
sir.
10 of diamonds.
Okay.
All of the run actions remind me. We've got normal. You get what, double move, and you got to run, right?
To move faster
So
than
that
your
works.
pace, you roll for it. See how much faster you can move.
Only roll for it.
Yep.
Okay.
No, there's not a double move. There's just move, and then
move.
if you want to go farther,
Okay.
you got to run.
Correct.
Okay. I got you.
Let me. I'm gonna.
Blau,
Or get a
don't.
horse.
Did you just steal? You just stole that. You know what, Blau? You gotta stop that. You stop stealing things. Bad man. You put your face. I'm glad Zenora is no longer on the mainland.
Cool. All right. So
Or he's
he's
on the
gonna
mainland.
move.
Glad.
Let's see.
Hate you.
No longer on Skull, yeah.
5,
Go for
6.
life.
Then we're gonna do some running. So I get
Bad. 8 squares.
So I get next what 2?
Yeah, 2 more squares.
It's better than kicking the teeth.
Better kick in the teeth. Been kicked in the teeth. Don't work.
That's how.
So he's gonna move down to there. That'll be what he does.
Okay, anything else?
See, I don't have any line of sight on anybody. So nope, that'll be it. Will be it.
Man, this fight's become a lot harder for them to win. But as it is with
Good.
guns, things happen. So 10, 9, 8. All right, she moved already, so she's gone. These guys have gone. This gentleman is gone. Okay, 10, 9, 9, 8, 7, 6.
two's gone.
5, 4, 3. Okay, 7, 7, 7, 7. She's got the rifle with the scope. She is going to. She can't
Just
really
sing a little ditty.
see anybody.
Said we could barely see each other down here.
Barely see you guys, like barely. She's gonna go for it. She's gonna go for it. I'd say why not? Let's see what happens. Let's go with Cashew Stings. Nope. Nope. That's a 3. That is a like the window frame next to you, like just wood splinters shatter. It's likely a very large caliber rifle that shot at you, but no hits, which is good. And she's gonna reload. And that's gonna be her turn, and I believe that is everyone. So we do have to reshuffle the deck. So let me go ahead and recall.
Right.
Recall the deck, and let me shuffle the deck really quick. Shuffle the cards. All right, let's redraw for round 2, my friends. Round 2.
Fuck.
Goddamn.
Oh, goddamn.
Ooh. All right, everybody in? Any aces? Yes, we do have an ace. Hey, Harper.
Yo,
How you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna be full of holes, and I hope I have a teammate to pick my body up.
Yeah.
Technically, you're already full of holes. So.
More holes in places that you didn't want them. She's
Oh,
gonna
I
move
see.
over here. She's gonna point her gun basically directly at you, and she's gonna fan into you. Like she's gonna fucking like
Ooh,
hunt
fan
showdown,
hammer.
like just fan into you, which is one of her special abilities with her pistol. And Harper, I love you, buddy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy. And hopefully it'll be like RNG mechanics in Hunt, where she'll just miss every shot, even though you're right on top of them, and then they'll just shoot you in the head with a long rifle.
I mean, if you do get hit, you can soak, right? So maybe it won't be so bad.
Man,
Oh, see what happens.
I get sad every time I use my revolver in real life because it's like the top is knurled, so I
No.
can't fan a hammer on it.
She hit
Well,
you.
apparently she can.
Yep.
She hit you good.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
That's how many? Hold on. So that's 4, 8, 12. Yeah, that's success with 2 raises.
All right.
Could be worse.
Could be a lot worse. That's actually not too bad. It's 10 damage coming at you.
Okay.
And
Oh,
because she's fanning, she gets to reroll her damage. Take the better of the 2. There it is.
Oh.
18 damage.
Wait, that's adding strength. I thought adding strength.
yeah, wasn't good in strength.
Should be her agility, which is the same number, so it is fine. We're
Oh,
good.
do you add your agility damage? I
no.
was told you don't.
Range damage does not include agility. It's just weapon damage.
So that would be
Strength.
9 plus 1. No,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
it was a 4.
Strength. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, I was asking the question because when
It's probably set
Roy
up as a
was
melee
rolling
weapon.
damage.
Mm.
Oh,
That's
that, yeah.
still 14 damage total.
Yeah,
though.
14 damage. Which is still pretty good. So
Yeah.
just bam, 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 bam.
And where do I add like damage done? Is that under
So
wounds? or-
Hold on,
damage.
you want to
damage.
soak first.
Yeah, damage goes like this. So soak. Use a Benny. Roll a Vigor plus Wild die. Reduce attack by 1 wound for success. Wounds you get are. Is it?
And wearing an armored duster reduces pretty much all bullet damage by 2, correct?
It increases your toughness by 2, yeah.
I thought it also reduced damage.
So the target takes
No.
as many wounds as raises.
Okay.
So the first time you're damaged, you're only shaken. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
you
then
just-
if you are struck again while you're shaken, that's
Then you
going to
take
give
so you
you
take wounds. That's
a
right.
wound. Yeah.
But if they're
Or wounds,
raises, you go
plural.
automatically to wounds.
Correct.
Yes.
So she's got what's your toughness?
My toughness is 7,
Okay.
and I have.
So she has 1 raise right now.
Okay. How does armor work into this?
Armor
It's
just
already
makes you
included in
harder
your
to hit.
toughness.
Okay. So it's already factored in. Okay.
Yes, so
I
you
just
should-
I just want to make sure that.
So
if you want
should
to-
see,
Sorry, go ahead.
if you look at your toughness, for example, if you have an armor duster, it should see toughness. It'll say what the total is, and then in the parentheses, it's telling me what you get from the
Okay.
armor.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So. Do I add this under wounds, or I just?
You should have a
You would just
soak
take-
roll button.
You do have a
Yeah.
okay. If you want to spend a Benny, you could make a soak roll to try to like absorb that. Okay, you don't have to. If you just want to take it, that would just be 1 wound because it would just be 1 raise above your toughness.
Okay. So we will take.
You will
1
also
wound.
be shaken.
Okay.
And you can like click that little exclamation
Little
point
shake it.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That says shake it. Okay.
Yep. And you'll have to deal with that on your next turn. You'll have to like unshake yourself.
Okay. All right. And once I get to 3 wounds, I'm dead, or
You are
Incapacitated.
incapacitated
Okay.
on the 4th wound.
okay.
You can have 3, but if you take another wound, you're out.
All right.
And
Sorry.
then there's
that we
there's
had
a
to-
couple outcomes.
You can roll on the
All right.
wounds table and things like that. And
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Good. You're dead.
I almost had him. I really did. All right, that's her turn. Pretty successful. All right. Ace, King, Queen, Jack. Leela sees you get fanned, kicks her horse, is going to move, rushing over to here with her rifle, and you know what? She's gonna take a little pot shot at this gal, and we're gonna see what happens. Let's see if she can do something helpful. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. 6. That's a hit. That's a hit. That is good. She's gonna roll her gun. That is nothing. She wings her. Nothing happens. Just wings her. It is what it is. Just a pew. She tried. All right. Jack 10, 9, 8.
8 of spades.
8 of spades. Spades goes first. So it would be Mina. Mina's going to continue to cover Roy. Just laying down cover fire. So that you can take a pot shot at that lady if you want to, or not,
It's-
or whatever you want to do.
Mina has a
Matthias, not
6.
Mina.
Oh, she has a 6. That's not an 8. Sorry, it's a 6. Never mind.
Yep.
She
So
also has a
Matthias
6
is
of
going.
spades, and I have a 6 of spades.
All right. So I think one of those is a heart.
Interesting. All right. Matthias, with
Weird.
his 8
I
of
don't know.
spades, is going to. Is there a penalty? Hex, is there a penalty for running twice in successive rounds, or is it just?
Running
The same
twice.
Yeah, if I ran last time, I run again. There's no.
Oh
Nice.
no! I mean, this is a new round, so you just it's a free
Okay.
action. So
Just making
you're just taking that
sure.
-2. That's all.
Yeah. It's no problem at all. All right, so we're gonna move down here. We're gonna do some running.
I'm
Get an extra 2 because god damn it,
filled with rage.
8
filled
inches.
with absolute rich.
So you take a small step.
Small step. So he's gonna
For
move
man.
down there, handgun in hand, just trying to
Huff it.
huff it.
Love it.
You got 8 of clubs goes next
Yes.
on your southern lady there.
She's gonna shoot again. She's gonna go for it. She's got to. I mean, that's why she's here. She's just watched 2 of her friends die. Uses the term friend loosely. Miss. Phew.
I mean, to be fair, her other friend didn't die. She just transformed into a skeleton and then
Well,
a pile of ash. She should still be okay.
She might not even know she's dead because of all the buildings in the way.
That's true.
That's true. She did see this lady get folded out front.
All-
though.
I'm
All
sure
the
there was a big
flames.
blast of flame, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Well, that's
Right.
probably done."
That's probably not good.
Look,
8-7. I think we're on 7, right? 7.
I have a 7.
All right, you're up, Roy.
She looked at those buildings
right.
and were like, "Oh, they're filming
Roy's
Backdraft
gonna-
over there."
Roy's gonna drop his shotgun. He's going to unsling his sharps. He's going to spin, aim, and then point blank try and put one through this lady's head.
I love it. This lady?
So I think there's an action
What?
to aim because I can't
what is it?
because it's
There
not a
is an
snapfire
aim,
gun.
yes.
So I have to use my move action.
The thing,
to aim, right?
the thing is, though, aim takes up your whole turn,
Oh,
and then on the next
yeah.
turn,
It's a like aim now, take the shot next turn sort of thing.
okay, then he'd go for his pistol. then.
You can make called shots though, can you?
yes,
But
you can
with
make called
it,
shots.
with that rifle, you have to aim it first, right? Is that part of the rule for it?
Depends what rifle it is.
Sharps.
Big 50.
I don't know.
Oh, big 50. Okay, no mind.
I don't
I'll
know
take
how it
it.
works. I don't know the rules. I'm just here to tell a story.
Okay, never mind. Actually, I have the marksman trait, so I can get a +1 to my shooting roll. instead of aiming.
Beautiful.
Okay, well,
So
better
is
than
it a
nothing.
-2? What is the penalty?
Let's
here?
go with
For-
-2. Just keep the action going, and then so you have
Okay.
a net -1.
All right, I'm setting -1.
Perfect.
All right.
I really hope you headshot her. You did not.
Nope.
Wanna spend a penny to
I'm gonna
reroll?
use my last penny though. Yep.
I like it. Why they're there?
That's a, is that a hit?
I mean,
I think that's a
Is,
hit.
can
is that
roll-
including
you
the
can-
-1?
No.
All right,
I
that'd
mean,
be
if-
3,
if
which
you-
means that's
if
not
you-
a hit.
oh, that's right.
no good.
All good.
It goes wide. That's all right. That is all right. Okay, next up in the initiative, 8. We were at 7, 6. She's guarding. I believe
have
that
a
is
6.
your turn, Santiago.
Wait. And this
yeah.
this could be the old edition, but and maybe Hex remind me. Isn't if you're shooting like what's considered point blank, don't you get a +2?
There is cause for that. I think there can be. Yeah. It would need some. I will check it back in with you later.
Yeah, I thought I remembered something. If it's considered point blank range for that weapon, you get a +2. That could be the
Yeah,
old
I'm just
one,
gonna
not,
go
not
ahead and-
reloaded. So
That's
Haste
an
my
easy
trait
check.
as well, because it says I get to ignore penalties, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's one of the penalties I get to ignore. Called shots, cover, range, scale, or speed. I don't know what most of
Yeah,
those
so-
mean.
called shots, you can say where you want to shoot, but you take like guts is -2, legs and arms is -4, I think, or whatever
Okay.
it was. That's you can negate those for called shots. The other ones I'm not sure about.
Yeah.
All good. I mean, I missed. It's fine.
I like it. I like it. I love it. I'd like to see more of it. Beautiful thing. All right.
So-
Down to sixes.
Quick
We got-
question.
Yeah, we got 2 6 of spades.
Yeah. Mina has a 6 of spades, and I also have a 6 of spades.
I don't know how that happened. So, Mina's just going to do the thing where she covers Roy. It's your
Okay.
turn.
Okay, I was like, all right. Well, she's pretty much right in my face, so let's for the love of God, please
Oh,
let me shoot this bitch.
Kind of,
Hex, I'm gonna send you something. You tell me if this is from this.
She's a nice
edition or
lady.
old.
You don't say things like that.
I kind of expected this fight to take longer, but,
Oh,
shotgun.
wait, I have to roll to unshake first.
Yeah, shotgun plus flame strike. Really cut
Yes, you roll a spirits. You cannot
Roll
take
a
actions
spirit?
until you roll a spirit, and your target number is spirit
that's
plus
old.
wild die.
It's
That's old Deadlands.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're looking for a number 4, so roll a spirits check.
Ooh.
There may be something to cover which I'm
Hey!
looking into.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a cheat.
You can
sheet.
also
It's
use a
for-
Benny
okay,
to clear it
for
any
those ones.
time, but you
Oh, I got one
pass,
for
you
you.
can take
Hold
your
on.
turn.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
hit
So
me with that.
now I can
Do your thing.
shoot. and
Shake it
it's
off.
gonna-
You've been in gunfights. You know what's happening. That's a hit.
4.
That's a 4. It's a hit. The window's
Alright.
out. She's right in front of you. No minuses.
Where is my rifle? There it is.
My rifle.
Oh! Okay.
Nice.
Gross.
That is
Even taking out the agility is only -2 off that.
That's
That's 15.
That's rough. Well, her toughness is a 5. So that's 2 raises. How would you like to kill her?
Harper is just going to put one into her chest. When she looks down shock, he's gonna flip his hammer down and just put one right in her head.
I love that. So it's a chest shot and then a head shot right afterwards. A nice
Yep.
little follow-up tap. You get that kind of noise you get in Hunt. You love to see
Yep.
it. Oh,
And then
God.
he's going to proceed to spit a bunch of blood onto the floor from when he got shot.
I appreciate that for you as a human being.
Gotta get the blood out. There's too much blood.
As that gunshot goes off, that was cool. Yeah, that was good.
Whew.
Goddamn. Okay, who's next? We got 6-5. No, Santiago.
I had a 6. Yeah.
6 of clubs.
Yep, that's me. Okay, let's see here.
Damn.
Who's left?
Just the one of those.
Sniper on the
Lady
roof.
on the roof.
Yeah.
Those exploding
I'm
dice.
I'm perfectly suited to take care of a sniper, of course.
I mean, you and me both. I've just got the revolver and a sawed-off shotgun, so I just
Yeah.
went running.
Well-
we'll just take 30 days to get to her, and then
You know what?
that's-
You know what?
I don't.
In the interest of this, gonna retreat.
That sounds wise.
She's gonna retreat. She jumps off the roof.
You
hops
can
on
make a
horse.
morale check if you want.
No,
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, I don't even need to. She fucking is pretty sure everyone's dead. Because
All
You
right.
made the wisdom check.
yeah, she's out. So she bolts.
He's got working ears.
And as the sound of the gunfight ends, and all of you are mostly okay, partly hurt, but mostly okay.
She heard all the female down noises, not the male
Yeah,
ones.
sure.
So she's like, "Oh fuck, my team."
Yeah, definitely female down noises.
Just heard that and then heard one. God damn it!
So you see this dead woman, right? And stepping over her and looking directly at you, Mr. Mr. Harper, is Mina again, and she just looks at you. She looks down at the body. She looks back up at you, and gives you the faintest smile, just the faintest little smile, slight dip of her head, then turns, walks back towards Roy.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it means. I don't know. Just it means whatever you want it to mean. It's good.
Yeah,
But-
looking,
As you're vomiting blood.
Um,
look, kind
a
of
thumb in my
peeking
chest.
carefully,
Yeah, Roy.
peeking carefully to look at where the woman on the roof used to be.
Gone.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Well, she's gonna take all 4 of the horses and all their supplies. It's gonna take her a little while to pack up, lead 4 horses out of here. We might be able to. If she only takes the one, we could find their supplies." I'm assuming they've robbed this town blind already.
you can't loot the body at the bottom. It's kind of extra crispy, and that thing does not go backwards.
Not.
Matthias just looks to Santiago, and he's like, "Father, I'm usually not one of the god-bothering type, but all this shenanigans, and that was one of the finest things I ever did see."
The Lord works in mysterious and sometimes explosive ways.
Well, I'm just glad he was on our side.
He would stay on our side if you would occasionally make a prayer or perhaps donate to the charity.
I'll write that down next time I get back. Next time I get to a church, I'll make a nice donation on your behalf.
The Lord will appreciate it.
I can't. You guys are fucking great. That's so good.
Harper's just like, well, guess it turns out I'm a liar because she didn't go first.
So, Harper's it first time getting shot? Feel good there, buddy?
No, I don't. Ties. It ain't the first time I got shot. It's never fun. Any of
Yeah,
the
you never
fucking
get-
times.
You never get used to it. It's better than being burned, though, in my opinion. Anyway.
So you search the town, find enough supplies, not only for the journey there, but the journey back. What is strange, though, is there is not a single other body other than 2 women you shot and the crispy skeleton that you fully fired away. Not a single body. It appears as though the people of this town simply up and left. Bowls of food left.
I was about to ask if
There are like people in the middle of like building a tools were set down, saddlebags left, bottles of whiskey left on tables. It literally looks like the town just got up, walked out of the door one day.
We're in the territories, right? At this point.
You
Yes.
are in the territories. Yes, you are, sir.
yes.
Now, what would the ranger say about an unattended bank? He grins to the people who weren't able to chip in to the guide, and shrugs. Unconcerned himself, but interested in enriching his friends.
Well, you see, here's the crucial thing: is technically my ranger authority only extends to the southern territories of Texas. So, not my problem. I'm sure we can leave a sizable donation at the church and,
Next
ask
town
for
over.
forgiveness instead of permission.
Yep.
If we're going to keep running into fights like this, we might need to
Roy
up
shrugs
our
and
hardware game.
and and stands with the horses, you know, all 6 or 8 or whatever they have at this point.
Thievery. I'm gonna roll a 1d10,000. You guys find only $1,500, but that's
a
more
lot
than
of
you
fucking
had.
money.
That's a
That's
lot
what
of
you
money.
had.
That's a lot of
That's
money.
not bad.
Well, hold on. Is there enough left to conceivably like help repopulate the town and rebuild any broken bits and such? Because if there
Broke a
isn't,
couple windows.
I will complain.
Like, Roy's not cutting himself in. This is all you guys.
Well, here's the
He's not,
first
he's not
thing we're
helping
gonna.
Rob. He's just suggesting it.
I tell you what Matthias wants to do. He wants to see if there's a gun store. He wants to find the father a fucking rifle or a handgun or something other than just a shotgun. So the man has some reach out and touch somebody.
Well,
Does
yeah,
he
I
want
mean,
one? I mean, the pack horse has a Winchester.
I only didn't take one because I'm a little skint. I'm a priest and not exactly rolling in money.
Yeah. I mean, if we've got
I mean,
a
if
Winchester
you
sitting
guys have
around,
a town to loot, if you want to loot it and arm up, I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm not a little against looting.
we just waltz out of town to say that scene in Hot Fuzz. He's on the horseback. He's got like two
Right, with the two-
shotguns.
yeah.
Just,
Yeah, no.
Bulletproof vest.
Roy has a Winchester on the pack horse. It's another one of those Tiffany customs that is not quite as beat to shit as his pistol, but it's kind of beat to shit.
I'll
Just
take
doesn't
it.
use as much as the pistol.
I would just like for the priest to have some mid-range capability.
Yeah, well, give it to
if,
me.
if
I'll
he
take it.
wants the if he wants the
Harper-
73, he's welcome to it.
Yeah.
Harper wants to make a very loose argument to the father of it's not looting, nobody's here, and he just pulls up a wallet and like, we will technically pay for it if it makes you feel better.
All I can say is that I will not be your ultimate judge.
Yep, it's good enough for me.
Father, I came to that conclusion a long time ago.
We are on a holy crusade to find this woman's father. I believe let's see, what is it? It's not, we're not stealing. It's a strategic redistribution of valuable military resources.
Now, if it's going to be an issue for you, Father, we can walk away. Because I really do not want the ride back to fucking Wisconsin to be a long and tedious one.
I assure you, gentlemen, I am not trying to moralize to you. After all, I just removed a person from this earth in quite a ceremonial fashion.
I'm kind of afraid you'll do that to me in my sleep, personally.
No, he's burned all his power points. He can't do shit. Matthias puts his hand in the shoulder. Look, it's not, you know what STEAL stands for? It's strategically transfer equipment to alternate locations.
If that makes you feel better, yes.
Well, I feel dandy.
I feel dandy.
I understand the practicalities, and if that's what you want to do, that is fine. But
I think we just get the supplies, maybe a little bit of money just in case we come across something we need to do. We don't have to loot everything that's not nailed down. We're not doing that.
Harper
We just
didn't
don't have to be
have
able to
like
move.
he didn't have like a full blown come to Jesus meeting, but he's definitely like questioning a little bit of the outlaw stuff. So he's even like willing to be like, well, on the ride back, the stuff that we don't need, we can bring back and leave here. So we didn't win to steal, we just borrowed.
Fine by me. Like I said, we're out of my jurisdiction, technically.
Everyone's good with that.
I didn't hear any complaints. All right, hot damn, let's go.
All right. Fine and
So, father's got a gun. We resupply. I mean, we're gonna keep on moving towards what is it, Bitter Creek, Battle Creek?
It's gonna take you guys.
up next is Aerosmith with their hit "Father's Got a Gun," and we're gonna play some REO Speedwagon after that. Just stick with us.
The rest of your journey to Battle Creek is less eventful than the town was. You do ford a river? What's that? You can't prove otherwise. We'll fix it in post. But you ford a river, and you eventually make your way to Battle Creek. Now, what's interesting about Battle Creek is that based on the information you had at hand, it was supposed to be an old battle site. No buildings, no town, nothing. But as you head down into this kind of valley area, you actually see what appears to be a very hastily sprung up built mining community. And it's full to the brim with people. But as you look down, you notice something is off about these people. They shuffle rather than walk. They meander. And some of their hands look like they've been literally worked to the bone. And they appear to be digging out this cave that is at the back of this mining community down into this valley. And as they are moving around in these sort of lines, like sand people moving along, you know, 1 by 1, 2 by 2 kind of thing, Leela, who is looking, looks down, and you simply hear her say, "Father?" And as she looks down, you guys see someone who kind of looks like older version of her, and if this was a movie, would pan in, fixate on his face for a moment, which looks beaten, battered, and sunken. I'm sorry to do this to you, but that's, my friends, where we're going to end today's session on a little bit of a cliffhanger, because that feels right. And also, I wasn't sure how long that fight would take. So that's where we're at. That's all I've planned. But great job, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Super enjoyable. Good job.
Yeah.
And
I'm curious to see if these are like zombies or if they're just like
Yeah,
mind
just-
controlled or if they're
we'll find out next week.
some
What's going
sort of
on?
spell or
I
something.
will, as a courtesy, I will reveal to you guys the map. You guys will be likely wrapping up your story on. I will reveal it to you. This is the little mining community town that you guys will be hanging out in.
Oh, that's
Figure
a
out
nice
the-
map.
You like that?
I like that it has like the I like that it has the like the canyon around
Vaseline.
it.
Yeah.
I like how it's conveniently in
there
a
it is.
box canyon.
Isn't that kind of nice? Isn't that kind of cool? Isn't that nice out to the box canyon?
This
Yeah.
is
Well,
Cave
wow,
is
there's
going to be
no
on
other
the.
reason
Here, I'll show everybody at home too who wants to see it.
be in this box canyon except that they're in this box canyon.
So the cave is up on the left-hand side, right? All the way
We
up
wa-
there. That's where the cave is.
Wandered
like, up
into
that
Final
way.
Fantasy 12.
I think
Hey.
you're pinging on the GM layer.
I wasn't
Hey.
pinging. It's on the left-hand side. So if you look at the left-hand side, upper left-hand side of the map, that's where the cave is. All right.
Ping you.
Big blow. You ever wonder why we're here?
No, never, not even once.
All right, but we will see this cave. We will see this battle, and this will more than likely this will be our last session next week. Not next week, but 2 weeks.
All right.
Because Blau and I are going to be out of town
Thank
next
Christ.
week. I know. Thanks, sweet baby Jesus.
Fuck.
I love you so much, Ax. I'm so glad you play a game
Oh
with me,
my
man. You're the fucking G.
My pain will be over soon.
You're so good, man. But as I always say at the end of every session, any final thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns before we get ready to wrap up today?
yeah.
Is Aerolith back up?
I
yet?
had a good time. No.
It's not
that was
going to
great.
be.
I like that combat. That was fun.
That's fun, right? It felt
Yeah.
like exciting, fun. Yeah.
This is gonna be as cliche as fuck. That felt so fucking hunt
Yeah, it did, didn't
with
it?
how quick it
Yeah,
went.
it felt hot, didn't it?
Like Blau fucking popped through a window and just double barreled somebody.
You know
I-
You know what's funny?
I like how I've made a sniper and have failed to hit anything with my sniper rifle so far.
You Spectrum.
My favorite part of that is that Blau played his character like he doesn't hunt. He just WQ warrior.
Yeah.
He totally
Yeah,
WQ warrior.
100%. As soon as he's like, I'm falling back, I'm like, I know exactly what you're doing. Get some.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm cutting line of sight. I'm good here.
Well,
Like an open ranged her ass.
as I always say at the end of every session as well, thank you so much to the players for playing. Truly, guys, without you, this is impossible, so I genuinely appreciate it. And I've been having an absolute riot with you guys. You're a fun group to play with. I never know what to expect. Thank you to the viewers for viewing. It was fun to have some folks watching us. As always, if you're catching the VOD, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is that people say. And I have a shop now. If you guys are interested in some shirts, I'm working on some new shirts and designs. The phrase, "The Dice Have a Story to Tell," I'm just waiting on it to get approved. Once it is, I'll be launching that, which is super fun. And until then, be well, be safe. And again, once more, happy gaming. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks for probably the epic conclusion of our Deadlands adventure. It's been a fun, interesting game. I like the system. It feels a little wonky to me just because I'm so used to the D20 system, but I think it's something I could learn to love. And maybe one day, Pax will learn to love
A
me.
lot of people have.
But until then,
Nope.
good night, everybody.